want to show two more. The undecided voters were also asked how they think President Biden is doing on the economy. Take a listen.
The ultra-woke leftists over at MSNBC are in total meltdown mode over what undecided voters are saying about bumbling Biden, and even more so, what they think about Donald Trump. We got a front row seat, and we'll see how what they say compares with the latest polls. This is going to absolutely make your day. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your patron professor, here to help you stay sane during these insane times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button, and let's dive right in.
I think he's been absolutely disastrous for the economy.
I agree.
Raise your hand if you think President Trump's policies on the economy would be better for your family personally. Raise your hand. All right, so that is everybody. President Biden argues that his economic record has been very good. He said President Trump's was not as good. What are you keying off of, Sean? Since you had the best smile, and Virginia the second best smile. What are you keying off of to say President Trump's economic policies would be better for you?
My past performance of my 401k. I know it was post 2020 and everything kind of flipped around, but you can't blame everything on 2020 for forever.
We have areas here in Pennsylvania where it's just at a standstill right now. Like things are supposed to be being built and the interest rates are just way too high for people to invest and start moving around.
And Virginia, just staying with you because Pennsylvania is near and dear to Joe Biden's heart. Are there Biden policies that you would blame for the problem? And if so, what are they?
The interest rate is so high right now, and I know they're trying to cut the inflation down, but like if nobody is building, no businesses are really coming to Pennsylvania right now to keep us moving forward.
Even if you're trying to buy a house, because I'm trying to become a first-time home buyer, the prices are so high right now. It's just hard.
Is there anything Joe Biden could do or say between now and the time you vote that would make you feel differently about feeling that his policies would not be as good for your family on the economy? Or are you pretty much decided that Trump's policies would be better for the economy?
I mean, I feel like he doesn't even take accountability for what's going on in the economy. Not even accountability, like he's in denial that it's happening.
The point is Biden needs to hear the people, because when he's talking about the economy doing stellar, he's talking about the stock market. He's not looking at homelessness or joblessness. He's not, at Gigi's point, and thinking about how much it costs to go to the grocery store. And he's gaslighting literally everyone in the process.
Okay. And Omar, you voted for Joe Biden last time, right?
Yeah.
Some really important and hard insights for the Biden campaign to hear there. And hearing all that, you might think things are pretty bad for President Biden. That was not good.
Yeah, you can say that again. That's really not good. Did you notice how desperate that MSNBC correspondent was to try to get this panel to give Biden even the slightest little compliment? But it was to no avail, and to their credit. Now, what they said there about Biden being absolutely disastrous for the economy, that's being corroborated by poll after poll after poll. A recent Rasmussen poll found that 50% of the population believes that Biden's policies have financially hurt them. 50%, 1 in 2. And yet keep in mind, it's despite the fact that the legacy media like MSNBC have been doing everything it possibly can to try to gaslight the American public into thinking that this is the single greatest economy ever in the history of humanity. Once again, I'll say it. I say it over and over again, but I will say it again. The era of the legacy media is dead. Precisely because of the rise of the internet and alternative independent media like this channel, the legacy media no longer has the kind of influence it once did over public opinion. What's so funny is that the woke activists disguised as journalists still think they do have that kind of influence. The same kind that Walter Cronkite had, or Ted Koppel, or David Brinkley back in the day. And then it's just so hilarious looking at the reactions when undecided voters fail to parrot back to them the pro-Biden talking points the legacy media has been feeding them 24/7. And as further proof to this, when the MSNBC correspondent asked them, do you think Trump's policies are better for your family economically? You saw it yourself. Every single one of them raised their hands. Every single one. And it's no wonder. I mean, look at this headline from the New York Post today. Biden inflation up another 3.5%. Americans are drowning in high prices. Isn't it interesting what that panel said? in light of that headline? It's like Biden's in denial. He's just trying to gaslight the country into thinking everything's hunky-dory. But again, what are you going to believe, Biden or your own eyes? The Washington Post or your own wallet? I mean, it's very, very clear that bumbling Biden and his disastrous policies are causing all kinds of financial issues for America. But thankfully, there are freedom-loving patriots out there just like you working hard to destroy despair and create generational wealth. And these same patriots are beating the left at their own game. I'm so grateful that my good friend and sponsor, Michael Lush, is one such patriot. He's the founder of Replacer University and the incredible upcoming Create Your Own Economy event. This is one event our country's in desperate need of, and Michael's offering it to Turley Talkers at an amazing price. Gang, there's already a group of Turley Talk patriots that have been following Michael's expert advice, and they're changing their financial futures and securing a legacy to leave for their children and their grandchildren. At this live virtual event, Michael will lead you through their bulletproof financial blueprint to help you become a victor instead of a victim in today's insane economic time. So come on, gang. You got nothing to lose when you join us in this masterclass that'll teach you to take charge of your financial destiny. To get your tickets for this amazing virtual event, just click on that link below and join us Monday, April 15th at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. Just click on that link below to register, and I can't wait to see you there. Decision Desk just dropped their latest electoral college prediction for November, and as things stand, Trump is poised to win with 280 electoral votes. That's with Nevada and Michigan going red in addition to Arizona and Georgia. Interestingly, they have Pennsylvania going blue in their projection. Many have faulted that by saying there's no way Michigan is going to go to the right of Pennsylvania. But again, Rich Barris, our good friend over at the People's Pundit, his survey and analysis of Michigan voters, he found that Michigan has a much larger share of non-college grad voters than Pennsylvania, who overwhelmingly support Trump, such that, blue-collar, non-college grad demographic is pulling Michigan way to the right. And we're seeing it. Trump's lead in the polling aggregate, the averaging out of all the polls in Michigan, is now almost 5 points. I mean, it's astonishing. And look at the latest Emerson poll in Florida. Now, keep in mind, Florida's been decided by a margin of less than 6 points in 8 consecutive presidential elections. That's the longest streak of any state. No presidential candidate has ever broken beyond 6 points in 32 years in Florida. Again, look at this. Trump is poised to absolutely crush Biden in Florida by double digits, 12 or 13 points, literally double that 32-year margin. The RCP polling average has Trump up nearly 10 points over Biden in Florida. Now, again, just to put this in perspective, in 2020, it was Trump up by just 3. And take a look at the RCP polling average for the state of Ohio. Trump is also up 10 over Biden, a solid 10. Project 538 has him up by an average of 11. Now, why do I bring that up? Because the candidate who wins both Ohio and Florida has won every single presidential election since 1860. There have only been 2 exceptions, 1960 and 2020, the elections with the most shenanigans surrounding them. Now, of course, with that panel that you just heard of undecided voters as well as the latest polling, the Democrats are under more pressure than ever to engage in precisely those kinds of shenanigans in 2024. So we have to be absolutely vigilant here, gang, and make sure we're doing everything we possibly can to ensure a fair and free election, because if that's what we get, it looks more and more likely that Trump is on his way to his second act. Hey, gang, I just wanted to give you a huge note of thanks to each and every one of you, the thousands of you that have recently clicked on the link below and joined our Insiders Club. As many of you know, we took a big hit from big tech. Our channel was completely and totally demonetized, but you, literally thousands of you, stepped in and you rescued me and this channel by bypassing big tech and joining our Insiders Club. You made it loud and clear to the Silicon Valley oligarchs that we're a movement, an army of like-minded patriots who refuse to be silenced by the International Woke Police. And so once again, I just want to take this moment to thank each and every one of you who have joined our Insiders Club for coming to our rescue. And for those of you who want to join in on the effort and take action, gang, just click on the link below and join our email list. That way we will never, ever, ever lose touch with each other, no matter what big tech does. So just click on that link below, join our email list, and become a part of an army of literally hundreds of thousands of patriots dedicated to taking our nation back, most importantly, together.